Hi everybody, I'm Jack Jinseki and joining me today is Z.
Hello.
So Z, what kind of content do you like to make?
Well, I am a variety streamer. I play variety games. I play like VR Chat, Left 4 Dead 2. Like last night, I got done playing Lethal Company.
Nice.
I also play like first-person shooter games like Overwatch or Valorant.
Nice. So, what made you want to be a VTuber?
When it came to being a VTuber, I think this is like back in the I think the year 2022 when uh VTubing started becoming a thing. I just couldn't help but thought how brilliant it was, like using your virtual avatar or your persona as to show your face, your character instead of your actual face. Because um, this is before when I was was like a no face uh streamer or
Mm-hmm.
like YouTuber. Because I felt really uncomfortable using my face cam or webcam and showing my actual face to the world. So just seeing how using like a VTuber was like a gateway to becoming I guess a VTuber, just
Mm-hmm.
not showing my persona or avatar to the world without actually showing my face.
So, do you feel then, would you say that you became a VTuber because you wanted to stream but you didn't want to show your face?
Exactly.
Gotcha. So, what was the process for creating your character?
I this is actually kind of funny because like I think it started off with when I uh commissioned one of my friends, Kat, for
Mm-hmm.
my schedule layout, and I went with the theme of spooky,
Mm-hmm.
like the horror theme,
Mm-hmm.
or supernatural, I should say. And when I told my artist mama Maria, like, oh, I want to design like my own VTuber, we kind of like went off the basis of that,
Mm-hmm.
and then we decided to use because my artist mama knows what I look like IRL,
Mm-hmm.
so she kind of like took my actual appearance and just converted I guess like anime character, and she made me like become like a priest, which is like really cool.
Hmm. So wait, is this not your typical avatar? Or is it
No, actually, to be honest, this avatar I'm using right now is a temporary one, but I do plan to get like a permanent one soon.
nice? So that'd be pretty interesting. That's one thing I don't hear a lot about is people who actually use their own visage to design their avatar.
Yeah. Another thing I should point out, like if you look in my I guess my right eye, you can see a cross. That's supposed to be my emblem.
Hmm. Nice. So, do you have any lore written up for your character?
As a matter of fact, I do. I don't want to get or go into too much detail about it, but at least I could say is that my dad was like a priest. My mom was
Mm-hmm.
like a religious, I guess, or a devout. And when I was born, there was this powerful demon that tried to possess me,
Mm-hmm.
and my father ended up sacrificing himself for me. And growing up, I my mom raised me, and then over the years, like during my high school years, uh, it wasn't until then that I just started discovering my secret powers, and just remembering the stories that my mom would tell me. I decided to just follow his path and use my powers for good and protect the people that I care about.
Hmm. Nice. What's the best thing you get from being a VTuber?
Ooh, I think the best thing is probably gotta be collabing with other VTubers because,
Hmm.
uh, you start to form you will not only to get to know about them, but you also start to form like a group, and then eventually you become like like family with to them. It's like really cool because now before I was by myself, I was just a lone VTuber, but
Mm-hmm.
over the course of or I guess through the years, I met other VTubers and yeah, now we're like one giant family, which is really nice.
It is really phenomenal how many people you can meet doing this.
Yeah, it's like a blessing.
Hmm. Absolutely. So, what's something you do on your channel that you're really good at?
So both me and my friends have agreed that I'm really good at video editing, particularly on my main YouTube channel.
Hmm.
Every time I like show them a clip of like I don't know, of us or like a video of us, they always get a good laugh out of it, and they say it's really funny, and like just hearing them like uh or saying how hard they laughed at it, it really makes my day. Because I've been editing since 2008, so for about 17 years.
Yeah, honestly, if you can do good video editing, you can do an awful lot of stuff on YouTube. People think it's all about the content, but it's all to me it's all about how you put it together, how you present it.
Exactly, that's what I feel like.
Do you have a favorite editor on YouTube?
Oh, editor?
Yes.
I think I think it's Swag. If I remember, Swagmeal. He was the editor for Schrodinger Leaf.
Nice. So, uh, what do you hope to accomplish through your channel?
Hmm. I feel like the main thing I want to accomplish is like making a living out of like both YouTubing and streaming.
Mm.
Because right now I live with my parents, and I hope that one day I can make content creating like a full-time job, and and move out so I can finally live on my own and experience what's like, to I guess do adulting.
Anything that you're looking forward to out of the moving out experience?
uh yeah, it's getting to be loud without having to like worry about, waking up my parents or my siblings.
Uh, yes, absolutely. I can appreciate that. Uh, who's a VTuber you'd love to meet, and do you have anything you'd like to ask them?
This is a funny thing that you mentioned it. There was a VTuber that I've always wanted to meet, and it has actually happened
Yep.
uh last year when I went to TwitchCon.
Nice.
I met my one of my Oshis, Shoto, for those that know him,
Mm-hmm.
our guild leader. Uh I didn't really ask him anything, but I did tell him like how much of a huge inspiration he was to me when I became a VTuber. And it was funny looking back because I was very nervous.
Nice.
But yeah, if I had to ask him a question, it would be like, how does he go about handle like VTuber drama? Because I know, or when I see his Twitter, like that was been happening a lot lately, and it did concern me. So like, I'm just, I'm going about wondering like if this were happening to me or my friends, how would I go about it?
Oh man, having been involved in my fair share of internet drama, unfortunately, I think that my best strategy has been to just totally disconnect. Uh,
I know that's the thing. Like usually, like you think disconnecting like is to disconnect, but sometimes people will just like just keep like getting your attention. Like, hey, like like this is happening, or like, are you gonna talk about this?
no, don't do it. Don't talk about it. Oh God, no. uh,
Please let me give me personal space.
so, what are your favorite qualities in a VTuber or a streamer in general?
Oh, when it comes to like my favorite qualities in a streamer or VTuber, I think it's got to be like how down to earth they are about and caring of how they are of their communities,
Hmm.
and also their friends as well. Like another quality I um like about them is like how funny how funny they are,
Hmm.
and I think it's loyal as well.
Hmm.
Like when they say they're gonna do something, they actually, or I guess commitment. If they say they're gonna do something and they actually do it.
Hmm. So, do you have any hobbies that you like to do while you watch your favorite streamer?
This is kind of funny. I when I'm like watching my friends or like my their favorite streamers, I usually am like working on like uh my thumbnails, like like graphic design
Mm-hmm.
for my YouTube streams. Other times when I am not doing graphic design or working my thumbnails. I am just just uh starting my day, just getting ready, brushing my teeth, or like eating breakfast.
Hmm. So you just kind of do the casual taking care of stuff while you listen.
Basically, yeah.
Nice. Hey, I mean, you get stuff done.
Yeah, I just like my just brain is just like so like hardwired that like I have to like have some listen to someone play or stream while I do my work.
Oh yeah. So who do you know that you would love to collaborate with soon?
Ooh, if I remember her name, I think her name was Kaho, because this is this is actually pretty recent. After I played Peak, one day, I rated this person named Kaho, and we started getting to know each other. I was like, oh, like you like seem like a cool person to like hang out with or play with.
Hmm.
And then I decided like before I left for the night, I joined her Discord server so we could keep in touch. Um, and then like sometime later, like when I was streaming, she came to my stream and I asked me how my game went.
Hmm.
So it's like that feeling of like I guess how do I say like contact or conversation where like there's like some form of contact
The,
and then you just want to like play with them. So yeah.
there's back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. What advice would you give to someone who wants to be an entertainer?
Oh, this is a good one. Uh I usually I would say like try to keep people like not bored. Try to be funny if you can, but for this one I'm gonna say don't pretend to be someone else just or having a fake persona. Just literally be yourself.
Hmm.
And that's what I am or what I do for my streaming. I don't try to be someone else. I just am like how I act in real life. And through that, you will have people who will come to love you for who you are, like how my community came to love me for who I am.
Hmm. I like how it's kind of come to be known as it's referred to as kayfabe by some people. The whole
Kayfabe?
yeah, pretending to be someone you're not, basically, for the cameras, kind of like what,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that was originally a wrestling term. I thought it was funny that that term kind of crossed that divide there in a very weird place. So,
Yeah.
uh, what was your gateway anime, and what drew you to it?
Ooh, this is a good one. Uh, if you by like gateway anime, you mean like kind of like like
Well,
escapism?
well, when I say that, it's sort of like I could ask you what was your first anime, but if I did that, everyone would just say Pokemon. So
That's true.
I I feel as though a lot of people, they have an association with one anime in particular that really drew them into watching anime in general.
Oh, okay. So then, like for this one is I gotta say it's gotta be Sword Art Online, and the reason why I say that is because like I was just like fascinated by the idea of how like the human consciousness goes into a virtual world, literally into their favorite video game,
Hmm.
and I just thought like how cool it was because this is before VR. At the time the anime came out, this is before VR became
Hmm.
a thing. Um, And I thought how cool is that? Like you could literally play video games in your sleep. Like that's actually sick. But of course for the through the plot of the anime we find out that if you die in the game, you also die in real life, and that kind of scared me because
Hey, spoilers! No, I'm kidding.
that's not spoilers. The anime's been out for a long time already. But
Anyway,
yeah, it, it, it scares me too because as with the advance of technology and how like VR is now a thing and now it's progressing, it kind of scares me how or making me think how one day that that like exact same thing could happen in the anime. Like people could die in VR or I think it's a deep dive.
Oh man, that would be pretty wild.
That would be. I mean, anything's a possibility. That's because I am open minded, so I take into account everything that could or happen.
Hmm. So if you could go to an anime convention tomorrow, whom would you cosplay as?
Dude, that's so funny that you bring that up because I just ordered my cosplay uh for like next week. Cause I plan to go watch the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie with my friends, and I
Nice.
do plan to dress up as demons as like the Demon Slayers characters.
Hmm.
However, I was thinking about like adding to my own touch to it. Like instead of like cosplaying as like Zenitsu, who's my favorite by the way.
Yep.
Uh, I was thinking about like cause how do I say this? Like I bought this happy coat from Anime Expo last year or July, and I also have this fox mask that I got from Japan when I was there in Kyoto back in 2017. So I thought like how cool would it be to put those on and combine them in my Demon Slayer uniform. So I've been thinking about wearing that or wearing them to not just like the movie screening, but also to TwitchCon in later in October.
Nice. Yeah, no, you'll like the Demon Slayer movie. I saw it the Thursday it came out. It was fantastic.
Oh, dude, I'm so jealous. I want to watch it so bad, but like I'd like keep my head out of like the spoilers because I know there's so much going
I
around.
will I will not say a thing. I will give you nothing. I will say one thing that the memes, the Zenitsu memes, have been glorious. Uh,
Okay, I'll try to remember. I haven't seen any Zenitsu memes so far, but if I see any, I'll try to keep that in mind.
so, which game did you have the most fun playing on stream?
I gotta say, I think it's Peak because
Hmm.
a while ago I played Peak with one of my other streamer friends, Tato or Potato, and we played with crowd control, where like for those that don't know who crowd control is basically where the you as a viewer can interact with the stream. You can uh like like use your points from watching the stream uh to redeem to spawn us items or to get us killed, and
Hmm.
that's exactly what happened. Uh, a lot of like our viewers ended up did bullying us and killing us, and it was just so chaotic. I would laugh so hard out of it. I was literally crying in laughter. It was so funny.
Yeah. Peak is a very interesting game. I always get a chuckle out of the characters. I don't know what you would call them, but it's kind of like their version of the Mii's from the Nintendo Wii, if you remember those.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, now you mentioned it, you're right.
They're so goofy looking. I always get a chuckle out of them. Uh, the
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 best part is if you play with mods, it makes it even better. It
the way they
makes
just
it even goofier.
yeah, they just kind of jump and glom onto rocks.
Yeah, yeah. And then the way they fall off.
So, are there any events that you're really looking forward to?
Aside from that watching the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie later this week, I'm also looking forward to my birthday subathon
Nice.
next weekend, which starts next Friday. It's
Oh,
gonna be I don't describe it like I don't know exactly what my plan is because I plan to just do collabs, but um as far as I know, it's like usually like I for my subathons I usually do 3 days just for the weekend,
hmm.
but decided to extend it for an entire week because now that I think about it, 3 days is too short. Uh,
So how does that work exactly? Do you like stream for like 12 hours in a row and 12 off or something?
that's what I've been thinking. I've been thinking of like if I should just like leave my stream on or my computer on and keep streaming while I sleep, but I've decided because I multi-stream, uh, I've decided to just uh I guess separate my streams.
Hmm.
So I'll do like day one or day two instead of like like just having everything in one giant stream.
Nice. Cool. Uh, so this is the part of the interview where I like to ask more random, out there questions. So, which do you prefer, Elvis or the Beatles?
I gotta be honest, Chief. It's the Beatles. I'm sorry for those that are a huge Elvis Presley fan, but growing up, I listened to the Beatles. I love the Beatles, especially the Yellow Submarine album.
Mm-hmm.
I first heard their Yellow Submarine album when I was a kid. My
Mm-hmm.
family and I went to the Beatles, I think Love
Mm-hmm.
show at in Vegas at the Mirage, and we loved it so much. My family and I loved it so much that my dad got the Yellow Submarine album, the DVD, and we played it on the drive back home.
I think it's funny because Vegas is one of the few places on Earth where it's an expectation that you see Elvis.
But that's the thing. At the time, I didn't know Elvis, and I wasn't until I think like back in like 2023, like when I found out that Elvis, like the hotel Elvis stayed at was like I think like Waterway or Gateway.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah,
I don't really
I
find out
don't
much
know.
about him until like later.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he was an interesting character. So, what's a song you can't help but dance to when you hear it?
Oh man, I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I gotta say Soda Pop from K-pop Demon Hunters with Sanjo voice. Dude,
I
that song is like so catchy. I can't stop listening to it.
I know at least a few people who would probably give the same answer.
Dude, it's just so good.
Oh boy.
It's
Yeah,
funny because I plan to like do a song cover of it with my friends one day though.
I think it's funny how that particular movie just totally captured the zeitgeist, I guess would be the right word. It just became ubiquitous throughout this sphere for quite a while actually. Uh
Hmm.
so do you listen to a lot of K-pop?
I used to actually. I remember I think this is back in like what was it 2020? I think it might have been 2020. Because at the time, like, I listened to like a lot of K-pop boy bands, like, what was it, like N Flynn, who was the singer from the game Lord of Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
For those that know, I also did listen to who was that popular boy band? I actually forgot now. They were the ones that did what was it? Oh, that right, BTS. It was BTS.
Yep.
I listened to BTS. I literally loved their what song was it? I think it was My Universe they did with
Mm-hmm.
Coldplay.
Mm. Oh, they I like Coldplay. I don't. I'll be real with you. I know nothing about J-pop, uh, but I do know Coldplay, and I like Coldplay.
I know Coldplay is so good.
Mm. So, what's your favorite chill out movie?
I you know I think I gotta say Back to the Future. Like it was
Mm.
also my childhood movie growing up, and I was just really fascinated with the idea of like time travel, like
Mm.
going back in time, going ahead of time to see the future.
Believe it or not, that's not the first time that movie's come up for this question. I think that people have a really like people are very comforted by that movie in particular. I think
Yeah, I think funny enough, I think it's we love the movie because of the car. I
just
think we can
be
all agree on that.
just because of the DeLorean.
Yeah.
I mean,
To quote,
those are pretty
to
sweet
quote,
doors. Let's not lie.
dude, I know, right? The doors. I love. I was like one of the car like with those kind of doors that just goes up instead of like to the side.
I forget what there's a name for that kind of door. I can't remember what it is though. Is it like scissor doors? No, it's not that. It's I forget. It doesn't matter. Uh, so, what's something crazy you've always wanted to try doing?
I wouldn't really consider this crazy, crazy, but I would say skateboarding. I have
Hmm.
tried. Actually, to be honest, I have. done a little bit of skateboarding when I used to go to like uni, but it was
Mm.
more the kind of like just like just I guess rolling or gliding on the pavement or the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to try to like doing like cool stunts like flips or like uh grinding on the rails, but those were too extreme for me, and I got scared of like if I would hurt myself because there was a time when I rode my skateboard down on a street, and by the way, I should also mention this: the street was sloped, and I was
Mm.
going really really fast, and I fell off my skateboard, and my first instinct was to put my arms in front of me and shield my face with my
Oh God.
arms. So I was as I rolled on the street pavement, I was like, oh, actually no, I just remember like feel like having like lights like some like cuts and some bruises
Mm.
from the pavement.
I feel like if I was to ever take up skateboarding, I'd want someone to teach me, like, forget the tricks, how to take a fall. because you,
Dude, real.
yeah, because you could do it in such a way that you don't get injured all the time. You just have to know how.
I know, right?
Uh, so, uh, what's something you like to do after a long day working?
This is another funny question that you mentioned it or you asked because uh every time I come home from work, everything I always look forward to coming home and just like eating my dinner and just eating food. Cause majority of the day I don't know like I usually go on without like eating heavy meals. I just have like light meals.
Hmm.
So when I get off work, I'm like always hungry.
Hmm.
So I always love just like putting something on like I don't know like a YouTube video, a TV show, maybe a movie, and just eating while I watch and just winding down before I start my stream.
I- I'll tell you this much: as someone who eats only one meal a day, I totally sympathize. Uh,
Oh, I'm glad someone is out here with me.
oh boy. So, would you ever talk to a stranger unprompted in a public setting?
I would say it really depends on the situation. I don't know if this counts. But there was a time when um I used to live on the East Coast. I used to live in Washington D.C. for my
Mm-hmm.
internship,
Yep.
and one night I went to go get dinner at I don't remember if it was this restaurant or this fast food,
Mm-hmm.
but I remember after walking out the doors, there was this homeless guy who walked up to me and asked me if he could have some of my food, and it made me a bit uncomfortable.
Hmm.
But I kindly refused. But then I also did feel bad for him, so I just gave him like a little bit of my fries, and
Hmm.
then yeah, I gave a little bit of my fries, which I didn't really care about that much because I don't really like fries that much.
Yeah.
Uh, So yeah, after I gave it to him, I just I just tried to like hurriedly leave. I just want to go. I had no thoughts. I just want to go back to my dorm. The comfort of my own safety with my dorm mates.
Oh boy. Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, I kind of wish like a piece of me wants to be like, hey, yeah, sure, I'll give you some fries. Here you go. Here, have my sandwich. It does. A piece of me wants to believe that I would be like that, but then again, I know how I really am, and I would be like, ah. That's.
I
I
know I
would be
started fumbling
verbal.
too.
I'd be verbal diarrhea all over, and then I would try and escape. No, thank you.
Yeah, I would just like start sweating like profusely and then start stuttering.
Oh God. Uh, I wish that I could be nice, but I don't have the spine for it. I'm afraid. Uh, so,
Honestly, same.
uh, what game makes you the most competitive?
I feel like I should say Overwatch because I think I did mention earlier I play FPS games. But funny enough, I think it's actually I would say Repo. Like
Hmm.
Repo or like Lethal Company. The kind of games where uh like if you lose you just start over again.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember like there was a time like I got so far in Repo. I think I made to like level 3 or 4,
Mm.
and then I messed up and I died, and then I lost all my progress, and I got so mad, bro. I was like Malden.
And it must be especially frustrating because, from my experience, people who play Lethal Company often don't give a shit about dying. They're like, I'm just here to goof off.
That's fair. Actually, to be honest, if I'm playing with a big group, yeah, I would mostly just goof off. But if I'm playing with like less people or by myself, then of course, I'd lock in.
Oh yeah, of course. So, who's a TV character you identify with?
Ooh, I gotta say, Zenitsu from Demon Slayer. There
Mm-hmm.
was this one cutscene in I think season one when Zenitsu had a flashback with his grandpa or Gramps during
Mm-hmm.
training because he didn't want to he tried to give up on training. He tried to like leave his training. He tried giving up, but his grandpa kept putting him back. And at one point, Zenitsu just like how do I say this? Like he just stopped caring about giving up. He kept saying like how much of a failure he was,
Hmm.
and I felt that in my soul because um like how much mistakes he's made or like how much of a failure he feels, and I felt that because yeah he's just like I
Well,
don't know, it's just like so relatable.
well, we all do. You go through your mind and you think back to all of the mistakes you've made, and it doesn't make you feel good. But the thing is that literally everyone on the planet has made mistakes. Literally everyone. So I feel like people are often way too hard on themselves. I don't know.
I
That's just
know that's
me.
how I feel. I'm one of those people. I know that I am.
uh, and Zenitsu is pretty darn good. He's got that first form down like nobody
I know.
else.
It's
Uh,
like so funny. Think about like it's like okay, so like if any of us here relate to Zenitsu, like how much of a failure we feel. Don't worry, cause like I for those that seen the movie already or haven't seen the movie, we all know Zenitsu's a badass. So therefore, y'all are badasses.
there you go. So, what's your favorite? Sorry, what's your favorite thing you ever cooked yourself?
Oh, my favorite thing I cook myself. And this is uh back. This is funny. This is back when I was sponsored by this I guess brand
Nice.
named HelloFresh,
Oh,
which is
okay.
basically like yeah.
Yeah.
For those that know HelloFresh, like like where they give you like healthy meals. But I was like too broke to afford a healthy I guess to buy one from them. So I decided to do a cooking stream, and I made what's called I think a Korean jigapuri.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically like Korean noodles mixed with like steak.
Hmm.
At the time, I was like watching like a tutorial video while I was making the steak or I guess the jigapuri, and it was like so good after I ate it.
Nice. So, on the other side, what's the worst thing you ever cooked yourself?
I don't know actually. I think I gotta say it's probably just scrambled eggs. I try to make my scrambled eggs as good as like I don't know like my dad's or my mom's, but it just ended up not turning out the same.
So, what do you think? You overcooked them or something?
Yeah, it's either overcooked or it was probably like still light and you could still see like the liquid.
Well, that's the funny thing about scrambled eggs is that if you can you can overcook them and still get liquid because when they
Yeah.
cook because when they cook the proteins bind together and that squeezes the water out of them. Uh, sorry,
Hmm.
uh, me being a geekoid. Uh,
You're fine. You're fine.
so you find $50 in the street. What do you buy with it?
uh, I don't buy anything. I just take it and just deposit it in my bank account.
You're
I
like
just keep it. It's
you're
like the
like
saying, like double it. It's like double. You save it, double it, and give it to the next person. But instead of give it to the next person, I just double it and give it to myself.
so you wouldn't buy anything. You just put it in your savings.
Yeah, yeah. I
Hey,
just
hey, that's smart.
so it's like yeah, you just like accumulate it and then you just save it for something you want to buy, like I don't know, like anime figurine.
So, uh, what was your favorite game as a kid?
My favorite game as a kid, I gotta say Luigi's Mansion. I loved that game as a kid. I remember like at the time when I played it, it was like pretty scary to me, but I couldn't help but, like fall in love with like I guess like the story of it, and, like the gameplay. And I remember like beating it like 2 or 3 times.
Nice. Uh, well, if you could wake up with one talent tomorrow, what would it be?
This is definitely got to be if I could have any talent, it'd be to like I guess be an artist to draw or
Hmm.
to animate and make my own drawings or animations without commissioning anyone. That would be a lot. That would be so nice.
Oh yeah, being able to draw is definitely high on my list. I've always,
Yeah,
I've always been really impressed by people who have good art skills.
I know, me too. I look up to them,
Yeah,
especially my artist friends.
they're really cool people. They're really neat people. Like, have you ever had an artist friend who will just like draw a picture of you just because they felt like it in the moment, and then they just like give it to you, and you're like, "What do I do with this? It's art." And they're like,
Yeah,
and they're like, who cares? It's just it took me 2 seconds. This is nothing.
that's actually really funny you mentioned because my artist mama did like randomly out of nowhere just drew me and then gave it to me. I was like fanboying so hard. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, my artist mama gave me art. Oh, but of course I didn't really express it out loud. I just expressed it in my head. I was just like staring at it.
Uh, so, which decade's aesthetic vibes with you the most?
I gotta say that 2011, 2012 era of like dance and hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember like my favorite era was the LMFAO's Pirate Rock Anthem
Hmm.
and Size Gundam Style. Like at that time, I remember like how like awesome it was, like like the dance era and just like doing that kind of dance and learning it was so fun.
Gangnam Style. Jeez, that's a throwback right there. There was just it was just there for like a solid year. It
Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like now that I think about it, just bring up Gundam Style and LMFAO's Pirate Rock Anthem. My friends that are watching this are gonna just call me old. Like Z, you're so old.
Oh,
Okay, I get it. I mentioned all right.
oh, you think that's bad? Just give it a few years. It's gonna feel a lot worse.
Oh no. Oh no.
uh, there's like this weird subgenre of memes online of people who will tell you like when a movie was made and it's older than this event, or the people who were born after this are now old enough to buy cigarettes or something like that. And it's just the most painful thing because it gets worse and worse every single year.
Dude,
Oh,
it's like so fun to me like just thinking about it is like when you ask someone like, oh hey, have you seen this movie or have you seen this TV show or do you remember like this particular thing from this era? And then at the time, they weren't born at that era, and then they're like, what is that? And you're like, oh my god, oh my god, they don't know.
I've crossed over into the dimension of making old people references.
I know.
So, a little lighter now. Do you collect anything?
Oh yeah, I collect a lot of anime figurines. I collect so much that it fills my entire room, and I got nowhere else to put them.
Nice. I won't lie to you. I've recently started. I made a couple of those Gundam toy things. I made a couple of those, and I'm like, this is fun. I want to make more of these. And now I'm in my mind going, if I get into this, there's going to be a logical point where I'm no longer going to be able to keep all of them. Because because when the point is to make them, keeping them is just a chore. I don't know.
Yeah,
Uh,
basically.
do you have a favorite?
My figurines.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't see, but like my figurine right in front of me, Nezuko from Demon Slayer.
Yep.
To be honest, she's actually like you know those kinds of like figurines that like you're supposed to put like those ramen cup noodles, like like after you warm them or cook them, or I should say the instant ramen noodles, the cups, where you put them and then like you just like let the noodles, I guess, boil in the water heat.
Um,
It's like where they're sitting down, where they're sitting down, and then you put them on top of the cup noodles so that it keeps the steam down there.
hmm.
It keeps steam from escaping.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I know what you're referring to. Are you saying that the figure acts as a weight?
Yes,
Okay.
basically.
Okay. Oh, so that's the Nezuko then?
Yeah, it's funny because I don't really eat cup my cup or instant ramen noodles that much, so I just keep her like uh on my desk, if that makes sense. Because I have like a monitor riser and I put her
Hmm.
on there, so it's like a nice like aesthetic for my setup.
Nice. I've honestly I've never heard of the figurines being used to do that. But then again, I admittedly don't know a ton about figurines.
Dude,
uh,
actually, to be honest, I didn't know about it until like me and my friend, or me and my IRL friend, went to this anime store, and then I just came across. I was like, this is a really cute figurine. And I was like, I could have this on my desk. And then my friend was like telling me like, oh yeah, so they're. Did you know that they're mainly used to, like for cup noodles? I was like, wait, no. So that's kind of why I'm getting it. It's like maybe in someday if I end up cooking instant noodles, this will come in handy.
nice. And my final question for the interview: what smell reminds you of home?
Definitely gotta be the smell of my dogs, bro. The smell of like I don't know, like their dog feed or their poop on my carpets. That's definitely one thing I will never forget. Like live with me until the day I die.
Oh God.
I love coming home and just smelling like, oh, that foul odor. It's like, oh my god, what's that smell?
Well, anyway, that's all I have for this interview. Thank you very much for coming out. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for so much for inviting me.
Yeah. And if you're in the audience right now, I'm going to be linking all of Z's various socials in the description and in the side chat because side chat is link friendly where the description is not. Uh, Thank you once again for coming out. And I was your host, Jack Jinseki, and joining me today was Z. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye bye.